That's the best I can do for you today, and we'll take it from there. Great save by rw9 on Mawkzy's flick to the top corner. Now, if you did watch yesterday's match of rw9 against Zen, yeah, let's see if he can produce some of his best against the guy most people are calling the best in the world right now, for a solid hour minimum. So it was going to be very tight. I'm not sure it would have been possible. I think that that's just a preferential thing. 15-minute eat, again, probably a situational thing there. rw9, I think, did beat Mawkzy. So yeah, they've really got very back and forth rivalry. The difference between them as of late, oh, what a shot by rw9 that is, by the way, of taking down anyone on his day. If he shows up and flicks the ball perfectly, he can take down anyone in the world. Mawkzy knew that he was boost starved, knew that rw9 was boost starved, that is. He didn't expect the gap to be closed, and now rw9 launches himself in for a success. And Yan as well have, you know, they've got the right to be in that conversation with a bit more activity, probably still in the conversation for top 5 category. I think next in line for me would be apparently Jack. I think he's pretty clearly the next best on the North American server after Daniel right now, with multiple recent wins over First Killer. So yeah, I'd go with Jack. They're probably still in the mix, no doubt. Jory is, of course, as well. That's a big miss there by Mawkzy. rw9 mind gamed really badly though. What a fake by Mawkzy. A late push in game 1. It's not an easy position, but he's worked it really well. He's worked it patiently. Commences. rw9 is trying to waste all the remaining time here. Doesn't care if the ball goes in Mawkzy's net. He just wants a 50, gets it, and wins the first game. Time for him against rw9's current form. He allows rw9 to build a multiple game lead. Oh, I should probably mention it right now. I did say on my stream at the very start when I went live here, but I don't think I said it during the match, so I'll say it again. Look to make one English video every now and then of racist, because that is not racist. That is in fact what you call effective moderation. But yeah, with the different communities we can interact using the wonders of modern technology. So yeah, that would be my personal suggestion. My alternative, me, you guys are definitely better at English than we are at whatever language it is that you're speaking, and we need your help. So yeah, it's just a simple cry for help more than anything else. Oh wow, wait, that's just in? Okay, that is very surprising. How did rw9 manage to sneak this in? Oh, Mawkzy was so... He wants to show everybody he's not just better than Zen. He's not Zen's boogeyman, he's everybody's boogeyman. He tweeted out after beating Zen that he's different from the rest. And he's continuing to prove it with every passing game. 5 goals. Closes out the game. You know, kind of duplicate and exacerbate the problem, if you even want to call it that. So, yeah, just like to remind you guys every now and then, Mawkzy looking to keep the counter-attack alive. rw9 forced a half flip away from the ball. Jumps on the spot and Mawkzy gets it past him. Very interesting turning challenges here from rw9. Extremely aggressive. Mawkzy countering him with the early flick. Very difficult to do that. To you know, dribble at the ball perfectly on top of your car and use the... Your option is just to assume that they're challenging, because everyone in Rocket League is a ball chaser, and flick the ball early every time. Oh, that's a flick and a half. Mawkzy's got his best game yet. 4-0. rw9 countered on a couple of lunging challenges. Now he fakes one. And the result, as I say in our stream, that I would just get way too tired, but it was a really fun start to finish. Oh, what a play by Mawkzy. Look at that. Just letting the ball roll into the corner. He must have attempted to touch that one. And he just lets it go past him. Mawkzy looking for the double now. And he slots it bottom corner. It's great advice. Oh, what a save. rw9 places what he thought was an open net right into Mawkzy's hands. He will walk around Mawkzy's team, starting to get away from rw9 a little bit if he's going to play his usual careful strategy. But he's not. Oh my goodness. He completely rips a flip reset into the roof of the net. This is going to look stupid from Mawkzy's perspective. This is just going to look... That's just silly, yes. My goodness. He starts to reveal that he's got plenty tricks at his disposal. Side of your car, it goes faster than it looks like. It just shouldn't be going as fast as it does. Oh, what a shot, my goodness. Jerking his camera left and right there to keep an eye on rw9's position. Brilliance by Mawkzy. Not able to get the rebound on target, but I love that from him on the dribble apart. Pre-flip attempted by rw9. Might be a fight for the corner boost here. Mawkzy concedes it. rw9 keeping the pressure on. Mawkzy wants to keep the ball in the back corner here. rw9 denies him. Position. Mawkzy advances down the line. Needs to watch the counter attack here. In fact, could not go for the boost steal, but he's actually caught rw9 turning awkwardly. Oh, maybe rw9 did just expect Mawkzy to steal the boost away. Oh, he did. Well, Mawkzy fakes the boost steal. rw9 picks up the mid boost on spawn. Same one he grabbed right after the kickoff. Perfectly timed. And into the air he goes again. rw9 too fast. Mawkzy did not challenge him in the air, and he could not challenge him on the goal line either. It's just simple stuff. In his comfort zone. This is what he does best, but it's not the flick this time. It's here, double bump. rw9 keeps it. Force rw9 back. How's the boost management? It's struggling. Mawkzy eliminates him. Surely now the open net will be the game winner, and it is. Mawkzy has control for almost the entirety of overtime, and he gets one win on the board. Just shrugging off the comeback. Be right back, he says. That's no problem. But we will not see a sweep today. He's done, rather. I'll be sure to pay attention. That's a big commit by Mawkzy there. He definitely surprised rw9 by going for this goal, but at least if you miss it into the other corner, they're not going to score immediately. So I'm not sure why Mawkzy played that one so cautiously. Either way, he's made up for it with a air double bump. Now remember, the last time rw9 saved one of those, he went over the top of Mawkzy. So look what Mawkzy's doing here. It's mostly uncounterable. Oh, that's where you're wrong. It's uncounterable if the opponent doesn't really have lose the ball more often than not. Oh my word, Mawkzy with his best flick of the day. What a shot. He got a bit of distance by bumping rw9 back, but he wouldn't have needed it with a flick. Mawkzy's flick might be the least savable shot in the entire world. Like, when he has a run up at that ball, so the opponent is starting to set up the ball. There's that early challenge from rw9. He knows that Mawkzy's probably feeling extremely confident right now with his ground game, so don't let him set it up. Mawkzy looking to get the ball into a flicking position. Mawkzy did not like the way that Mawkzy to then turn this series around is extremely surprising. What a save as well. Mawkzy has just saved the unstoppable shot. Yeah, I'm loving what Mawkzy's doing here. He's got just a perfect combination of plays. He's got rw9 so worried about the flick that Mawkzy didn't really make the most of that one, though. rw9 looking to keep the ball in his box. Will he keep it off the goal line? No, he was right where he was. Mawkzy not falling for the fake challenge that time and flicks it over the real challenge. Or rather, I should say, he's not going for kickoff goals. He's just trying to get control of the play. rw9 fakes a 50. Commences the counter attack, and that will work. Gonna do to try and come back in this one. Back corner demo is right there for him, and he connected with it. All he needs to do is waste the time, and that's exactly what he's gonna do. Genius from Mawkzy. Doesn't need to attack. Just dribbles it back for the peak Mawkzy flicks. Mind game on that one by Mawkzy. Noticing rw9 quickly advancing into a saving position, and the double tap to quickly convert on the open net. Mawkzy too fast. Oh, there's so many different ways Mawkzy can counter the lunging challenges. Another save on the air double bump. Mawkzy punishes rw9 on the counter as well. Time to save their own shot. There's so many different ways to go for it. In and out saves is try and approach it from a different angle. You'll rarely see these guys try the same losing strategy twice for him. rw9 starting to get a little bit desperate. How often do you see him completely committing to an air dribble like this? Oh my days, it's working. His 50s are just too good. This is rare to see. rw9 committing all of his boost for an attack. Teammates is saying the G1 series isn't a throw. I don't believe that. I think you're baiting me. There's no way that Teammates is saying in their LCS pre-show that G1 didn't throw it. Denies the boost that rw9 might be planning to seal, because one thing you do after missed flicks, which Mawkzy doesn't really need to think about by rw9. This time Mawkzy's there to save it though. 50-50s from rw9, they're too strong. Flicks of Mawkzy Oh, look at this. Well, rw9 definitely going very high on the kickoff to try and counter Mawkzy's wave dash recoveries, but that one probably a bit too high because he's bounced over the ball. Where the car is visually at, you want that to be a bit low on the ball so you don't bounce over it. Limit here. And now here comes Mawkzy again with an attempted air dribble bump. It lands. Shots off target. rw9 immediately counters down the middle. He's going to try and read this bounce. He does. On its head. And continue to dominate. That's what rw9 is trying to. I've never seen anyone consistently bulldoze a wave dash recovery kickoff like rw9 is doing today. To relax, and then he's right back into high-paced midfield action. 1 minute to go. Mawkzy trying to set up double match point with his third straight win. rw9 closes the distance. Booms the shot straight into the near post. Now, a breather for rw9 once again. Boost seal and demo. All there for the Saudi Arabian pro. And the mind game as well. Yet another 50-50 for rw9. He set it up perfectly. Mawkzy had to think about the air roll shot and goes for the air dribble bump. It looks good. rw9 is hit. And it's in. Possession changes hands once again. It's back in Mawkzy's control. And a simple double jump pop is all he needs. rw9 tries something a little bit different with his challenge game. He did not want to back up any further for fear of the flick. He did not want to back up any further in case he gets air dribble bumped again. But Mawkzy shows it is that simple for him. He is threatening so many high-level mechanics, so many high-level shots. Level at all. His aerial speed as well. Still confident as ever. Can Mawkzy close out the deal? rw9 knocking on the door from lots of angles, looking to go 2-0 against each other in recent games. Oh, what a pre-flip. rw9 a little bit more quickly than Mawkzy was expecting. Mawkzy backs off all the way. rw9 with a late reset. No dunk needed. Got up by multiple goals. We're going to sit back, defend, and show everybody why he's the best in the world when he's between the ball and his goal. I think rw9 wanted a bit of a higher pop on that air dribble. He bails on it. Goes for a second attempt and it works well. Pretty much. And your opponent tries to flick the ball over you, but their flick is so bad, outrageous. rw9 has been the biggest beneficiary of this. He hasn't really had to do too much different here. And we really might just see a forfeit. I mean, Mawkzy's kind of known for forfeiting early if he's down by goals, scorelines like this, but already. It's almost in the net. A little bit too far on the outside. Yeah, it might go in your goal. That's, you know, kind of what you wanted, isn't it? That's a great bounce for rw9. Easy first touch and a 10th goal. Win this after he's been crushed like this. You guys think FF at this point? I think, honestly, not a bad idea. You know what I'd do here? I'd score and then forfeit, like now. rw9's defensive capabilities. rw9 is mercilessly continuing onwards. He wants to make this scoreline as ugly as possible. There is a GG by Mawkzy. Tune into the rest of the RLCS pre-show. Oh, wow, he can win this game, of course. I think he might even remain the group favourite if he loses this game, because his win-loss over Zen will be slightly better. He played TRK, he beat him. But yeah, the last 3 times Mawkzy played TRK, he lost twice, won once. Massive for Mawkzy. rw9 jumps into the back of his net. Mawkzy calls his bluff, fires it straight at him, and he goes up by 1 goal. He is back in charge. rw9 trying to pretend that... Oh, I forgot to ask, by the way. Oh my. For me, one of the highlights of LANs is just a different vibe that an FT pod late when I realized my mistake. So here we are, streaming world-class ones at the same time as a world-class podcast. But trying so hard to push the ball over Mawkzy, who's now missed the bottom corner. He tried to snipe it. Well, what a bounce rw9 has got here. Full pitch air dribble. He's trying to bump Mawkzy off it. Does. His reward is another run-up from the back post. rw9 again deflects it into the backboard, and it looks like his long shot is good. Unable to punish rw9's mistake, and now here comes rw9 again. Can he put himself in a double-up position? Low 50, denied. Mawkzy has another open net. Can he get this one? Yes, he does. Does not make the same mistake thrice. It's a great bounce to play with here. Oh, but Mawkzy's done so well. That is a result and a half for Mawkzy. Not the best takeoff, but the 50's good. Mawkzy gives rw9 a taste of his own medicine. I don't think that's the bounce that he wanted. He was trying to get it a bit higher into the air there, but He adjusted, brilliant. He's got the boost seal, he's got the boost advantage. Rwas on 16 boost, commits to the back wall. Mawkzy approaching him slowly, lifts it over Rwas, and effortlessly scores to lead with just 6 seconds left. The composure by Mawkzy, the timing is out of this world. One more chance at this. Mawkzy denies him, and Rwas immediately compliments him with the nice one in chat. You love to see the sportsmanship between two storied rivals. But that has blown the Rule 1v1 Invitational wide open.